Good morning. Good morning. Everybody rested and happy and good to go? Good morning. So other than not having to wake up early to come to class, what was the best part of your break? Good morning, Marlasia. How you doing, Marlasia? Everybody have time to relax and catch up on their sleep? Very good. Very good. Well, we have an easy day today, right? We'll kind of ease back into school today. Let's see if Brooke is going to join us today. Hey, are you guys going to the trivia night? They need some more people to sign up for trivia night. So if you contemplated going, go ahead and sign up. I have pair of robins, the birds with the orange chest, making a nest right here outside my window so I can watch them kind of coming and going. They're so cool. Good morning, Brooke. How are you? Okay, so how was your break, Brooke? Let us know in chat. Malaysia, did you get to do anything fun or did you just relax? You guys, truth, wasn't it almost as though it was like summertime already? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, oh, school was out. Am I right? Yeah. It's kind of how it felt sometimes. Like school was out for summer. Ooh, to the okay. So let's try to shift our focus back into school. We're in unit 8. Yeah. And we have 2 more sections to complete in unit 8. And so, we've been taking it kind of slow, taking it kind of easy. No reason to rush. So today we're going to start 8.3. Now here's the good news, which basically means the 3rd section in unit 8. Here's the good news. There's really, the vocab list is like 6 or 8 words. Most of them are cognates, so they're going to be easy to know what they mean, which means that there's no guided notes, okay, at all. And so really today is just about seeing those words, and then we're going to practice with some large numbers, okay? Because remember that this unit is about the universe, right? And so if we're talking about the universe, we need some big numbers, right, you guys? Now, speaking of the universe, question, anybody pay attention to the astronauts in space? Did you all see that story? So we have some astronauts in space. Yeah, give me a thumbs up right now. They should be landing on the moon today or tomorrow, is it? I don't know. Y'all been paying attention? So I kind of thought that was kind of cool for us, since we're talking about the universe and everything in this unit, right? Okay, so give me a thumbs up when you're ready to listen. No guided notes today. It's just all listening, interacting, that kind of thing. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready and we'll get started. Okay, muy bien, muy bien. Brooke, I hope you had a good break. All right, so let's take a look at what we got happening. Okay, so this section is about divisiones políticas. So what do you think that means? How would you translate that, you guys? You can unmute. Feel free to unmute. What are divisiones políticas? What do you think, based on the map and their cognates?
Division politics.
Yeah, or political divisions. Now, what does that mean? Now, for us, you guys, we're thinking like maybe political parties. You can't see my. Oh, we have freezing. Okay. Who cannot see my screen? Only Malaysia? Malaysia, you might need to log out and log back in. You want to try that? Anyway, so we think about like political parties divisions, right, you guys? But that's not what they're meaning here. Based on the map, what do you think they mean? Brooke, how about you, Joe Marion? Arshad? What do you think they mean by that? Do they think they mean like political philosophy? Who's a Democrat, who's Republican, something like that? Or what do you think they mean? Okay. Arshad, what's your guess? Brooke? Political divisions. What do you think they mean? Based on the map. Well, what they mean is, Joe Marion, what they mean is borders, right? Borders. This country is the United States. This country is Canada. This is China. This is India, whatever, right? So they're talking about political divisions in the sense of location, like borders. Okay. What are the city limits? What is a county? What is the county line or whatever, those kinds of things. Okay. And all of those things are political because if it's a city limit, right, the boundary of a city, well, then you have a mayor and his or her power only extends within the boundaries, right, of that city. And then you have like a county executive, and their power only extends to the boundaries of the county, for example, right? So that's what they mean here about political divisions. So check this out. I'm going to give you a minute to kind of get used to this. Notice, you guys, we only have 7 vocab words. Okay, that's it. So what do you think we're looking at here? Feel free to unmute. What are we looking at here? A map of, what do you think? Yes, a map of Chile. Very good. Do you think it's all of Chile? Remember we said Chile looks like a long piece of onion? Out. What are these political divisions, you guys? What are they talking about here? So our first word is el país. El país, clase, en este mapa, in this map, se llama Chile. El país se llama Chile. So what do you think el país means? Arshad, help me out. Make a guess, you guys. So we're not, class goes quicker if you just tell me I don't know, or you throw a guess out there. What is el país? El país se llama Chile. What is el país? Make a guess. No need to Google, just make a guess. Yes, it's the country, right? So el país se llama Chile, right? The country's name is Chile. El país. Okay, muy bien. All right, how about this one? La región. La región. What do you think that means? That's an easy one, you guys, right? The region. Okay. And so notice we have these boundaries. Like, so the region is all of these things in this whatever greenish yellow color is with this maroon colored boundary. Okay. La región. Okay. Then when we look at maps that we have a star, la capital is generally what? The capital city. Okay. And on any map, or not any map, but most maps, a capital city is generally marked by a star. Okay. So la capital, clase, la capital de Chile es Santiago. Santiago de Chile es la capital de Chile. Okay, so that's the name of the capital city, Santiago de Chile. Then we have clase el pueblo. El pueblo. Now, based on this image right here, okay, we said a star generally denotes a capital. We have a small dot, like you see in your Google GPS thing, and a large one over here. So based on that, what do you think a pueblo is? What's your guess? El pueblo. Guesses? El pueblo right here. Muy bien, Jamarian. So town, like a small town. Very good, Malaysia. A small town, not a city, right? Even in English, we make a differentiation between city and town, right? So not a city, but a town. Pueblo. Okay? Un pueblo. Muy bien. Okay, up here, denoted by this boundary here, right? So we have this larger region, and then we have in this little boundary area here, la provincia. La provincia. So what do you think this word could be? La provincia. What's it look like in English? What could it be? La provincia. What's it look like in English? Do we know that word in English? Okay. Anybody else? Do we know that word in English? La provincia. Have you ever heard the word province? The province. Like Canada doesn't have states, but they have provinces. A province. I put it in the chat box. Okay. So let's pause a minute. Let's think about the larger picture. In the United States, we have the country, right? We have We have regions in the country, right? Like Northeast, Southeast, whatever. We have states. And then if we look at each state has a capital city, right? And in each state, we have counties, right? But sometimes, like in Louisiana, they call them parishes, okay? But like Muskogee County, right? So a provincia would be the equivalent to our county, right? Because it's part of a larger region. So the region of Chile would sort of be like a state is for us, okay? And then a province for them would be kind of like a county within the state. Does that make sense, you guys? Yeah? Okay. All right, how about this one? La frontera. La frontera. Now look at this, the little line here marks this boundary with Argentina. So what's a frontera? What's it look like in English? Yeah, a front, very good. Or a frontier. You all know the word frontier, right? So that's the word that they use for a boundary in between two countries. You know, we tend to say border, maybe, along the border with Canada or along the border with Mexico, right? Well, that it's the same idea. Frontera, frontier. It's like where one country ends and the other one begins. Okay. How about this? La ciudad. We've seen that word before. La ciudad. What do you think? Yes, muy bien, Marlesia. The city. Okay. All right. So let's go back. We have country, el país. Within each country, we have states like la región. And then within each región, we have counties or provincias. La capital, el pueblo would be a small city or town. Ciudad would be a big city. And then a border would be frontera. Okay. All right. Preguntas. That's it. That's all of our vocab. Okay. El país, la región, la capital, el pueblo, la provincia, la frontera y la ciudad. Okay. Muy bien, clase. All right, let's go on to some bigger and better things. So now, if we're going to talk about distance, traveling, space, whatever, right? We have to have these big numbers, okay? And we've looked at these before. I think probably it's in your in Spanish 1. You guys, we looked at these big numbers to my recollection. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second. What I would like for you to do, if you can, is meet me in Canvas real quick. Go ahead and meet me in Canvas, clase. All right, Jamarian, are you in Canvas? Okay. And when you get there, obviously go to Unit 8. Waiting on my computer. All righty, take a look at my screen. So we're in unit 8 and very bottom, right? So we're in desafío número 3, number 3, unit section 3, whatever you want to call it. And you guys here should see this thing for large numbers. So go ahead and click on it. Hopefully it comes open for you. And here are those large numbers that we're going to be practicing with today. Okay, and there's a couple of slides here. This is 1 to 100, and then the big numbers. Okay, so 100 is cien, like cents, or how many pennies in a dollar. There's 100 of them. That's why they're called cents. Or if it's easier to remember, like there's 100 years in the word century in English, right? So that's where it comes from. Cien. And then if we want to start counting from there, would be like 101, 101, 102, etc. If we have 200, you guys, we have dos cientos, right? And then again, we would count 201, 201, 202, etc., etc. 300 again is 300. 400, 400. 500 is the odd man out. It's quinientos. Quinientos. Okay. And then when we come down here to 1,000, we have mil. So if you're familiar with like the metric system in math, like a milliliter, right? Or a millimeter. Mil, because 1,000, that's where it comes from. 2,000. Notice, you guys, that we do not make this word plural. Okay, it's just mil. Million is un millón, and then 2 million, 2 millones. Okay, and again, in Spanish, notice that they are not written with commas, but they're written with the period instead. Okay. So what we need to do is keep that open. You guys need to be able to flip back and forth through that today. Okay. All right. Any questions about that? So remember, you guys, this is practice, and but you guys need to have that open, and we're going to do. Okay. So first of all, let's look at some like really big numbers, okay, and how we would put them together. All right. So these are just examples. All right. So you can see on my screen, you guys, we have up here, we have here all the sort of big numbers. So this, we can use this together. Okay. And so how would we say, for example, 10,101? Because remember, they use a dot, they don't use a comma. So that's going to be 10,000. Okay. Y'all hearing me? I hope. Yes. All right. So how do we say 10,000? Well, if it's 10,000, look up here. It's going to be 10,000. So 10,000, 101, 101. No different than English. No different than English. Y'all seeing what I'm saying? Okay, let's come down here. Here we have 251,911. So how do we do 200? 200. 50, 51, right? 51, 51. Mil. We have to remember our meal because it's 251,000, right? 911, 911. Okay, so we're going to be practicing with some of these. That's why we need to make sure that we have that other screen open, okay? Because there's no way to know these unless we just do them, right? Okay. So let's kind of start out easy. How would we do C? 161. Now, I need you to type it out in words in the chat, or you can unmute and tell us what you come up with. 161. We're starting easy, and I want to hear from all four of you, please. You can see my screen, or you can use your own that you have open up there. 161. How do we do it? How do we write it? Okay, Sean. Muy bien. Muy bien. Marion. Wow, Marlecia, muy bien. Brooke, what say you? Sí. 161 or 161. We have to remember uno. We have to remember the word and one. So that word E, right, which is just the letter Y. So you can say 160. I can't talk, you guys, with this thing in my mouth. 61 or 161, right? Okay. Yes, over break, I had more surgery in my mouth, so that's why it's hard for me to spit it out sometimes. Okay. Bueno, let's try I. How about this one? 984. 984. Let's try that one. Take some thinking. Okay, pop it in the chat, or you can unmute. 984. Let's see, Arshad. Muy bien, Arshad. Perfecto. Joe Marion. Muy bien. Muy bien, Marlecia. Don't forget your E, Marlecia. E4, right? Muy bien, Brooklyn. Good job. Good job, you guys. Perfecto. 984. 984. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's kick it up a little bit. I'm just going to fast forward here. Okay. .61. Okay. All right. So give it a try. All right, let's see, Joe Mary, what you come up with. Okay, so Joe Marion, you're oh so close. You need your 33. Right? You have 100,000. We need 133,000. Then the rest is good. Does that make sense, Joe Marion? Yeah. See how long they are? I feel like they're so long, right? Okay. 33, 861. Yay, Joe Marion. Perfecto. Yay, Malaysia. Okay. Seniors. Shad, you got one for me here? I know I can see Brooklyn thinking. Okay. 3.861. This is why we don't use online. Okay, we have to think. All right, so what do we have? Here's what we should have. 133,000. Okay, so check your answer. 861. Right? Very good. Did everybody remember their E? E, right? You guys did a great job. Okay, let's try one more here. Let's do I. Take your time. Let's do I. Okay, Arshad, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, good job, Arshad. Jojo, say you. Muy bien, Marleisha. Brooke and Jamarian, what say you guys? Muy bien, Jamarian. Good job. Brooke, what say you? Let's see. Okay. Yes, good job, you guys. 911,000. So 911,844, 844. Good job, you guys. Okay. So just to draw your attention up here to 580, 514. Notice you guys again, it's quinientos. 580,000, right? 580,000, 580,418. So this 580 is a weird one. It's the standout one, quinientos. Okay. All right. Any questions? Other than why they got to make it so difficult, right? Yeah. Okay. Muy bien. So we're going to skip through that. I'm going to stop sharing and switch up my screen here real quick. Okay. Muy bien, muy bien. Let's try something else here. I don't know if this is going to work. Are y'all up for an experiment today? It's Monday, first day back after break. Okay. Let's try this. Fingers crossed. Okay, take a look. So what we're going to try to do is two teams. Okay, two teams. Well, or no teams. Let's do no teams since we're so small. Okay, let's do start. All right. So look, we have ones, tens, by fives, and a random mix. Okay, it's obviously Jeopardy. We'll all take turns. Okay, and I'll keep score. Okay, everybody knows how to play Jeopardy, right? Okay. So do I have a volunteer who wants to go first? Or should I just go in order who's on my screen? We'll just go in order who's on my screen. Jamarian, you are first, my friend. So pick your category and pick your dollar amount. It's Jeopardy. Go ahead and unmute.
Tens, 400.
Tens for, ooh, look at that. He don't mess around. How do we say 90 in Spanish? How do we say 90 in Spanish, Joe?
Nuventa. Nuventa.
Say it again, Joe.
Nuventa.
Muy bien. 90. Muy bien. Muy bien. Okay, so that was for 400. JoJo's in the lead, right? Okay. All right. Brooke. Ones for 400. Okay. 56, Brooke. Sí, 56. Muy bien, 56. Right, you guys? 56. Brooke, you want to unmute and give it a try? 56. How do you do that?
56.
There you go. Muy bien. All right. Marlacia. Ones, tens by fives, random.
10's 300.
Okay. 70.
70.
Muy bien, Marlacia. Good job. 70. Sí, 70. 70. Okay, Arshad, did you leave us? Yeah, Arshad's not in these. All right, Jomarian, you're up.
By fives, 400.
Jomarian didn't mess around. 85.
Ochenta y cinco.
Muy bien. 85. Very good. You're absolutely right. 85. Great job. So that was what, 300 points? Is that what that was? Oh, no, that was 400 points again for JoJo. Okay. Muy bien. All right. Brooke.
By fives, 300.
Okay. How do you say 65? How do you say 65? Sí. Muy bien. Go ahead.
65.
Muy bien. 65. 65. Okay, muy bien. That's another 300 for Brooke. Okay, Malaysia. You got to catch up. Rand, I didn't hear you.
It's random, 400.
Okay. 83.
83.
Woohoo! 83. Great job. All right, you guys. Muy bien. 83. Muy bien. Okay, Joe.
Random mix, 300.
59.
Cincuenta y nueve.
Muy bien. 59. 59. Muy bien. All right. Brooke.
One's 300.
One's 300. 39. Got to pronounce it.
Treinta y nueve.
39. Good job, Brooklyn. Okay. 39. We got to remember that E all the time. Very good. All right. Is it Marlacia's turn? Yeah, Marlacia's turn.
Random mix, 200.
All righty.
33.
Very good. You didn't even pause on that one. 33. Very good. 33. Muy bien. Joe.
Ones, 200.
27. 27, Jojo.
27.
Ah, you're close. You're close. You're close. 27. 27. Okay. Brooklyn, you're up.
Tens, 200.
Okay, I didn't hear you, Brooklyn. Say again.
Tens, 200.
Okay. 40. You gotta say it though. 40.
See, I forgot to pronounce it. Quintana or something like that.
Ah.
I can't figure out how to pronounce it. I can just
That's
see the
why,
spelling.
yeah, that's how we get a point or we don't, right? 40. 40. Okay. Brooke, Marlacia, you're up. And then we'll be done. Let's see who's going to win this. It's close. Okay, Marlacia, it's close.
Fives, 200.
45. So if you're paying attention just a second ago, Brooklyn.
45.
Yay, good job. 45. All right, let me do some math and we'll see who's the winner. All right, Jojo, 1,100 points. Good job, Jojo. Marlacia, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, Marlacia, 1,100 points. Brooke, 1,000 points. Okay, so this is between Jojo and Marlacia. You guys ready? Jojo and Marlacia. Okay. All right, Jojo, pick one. But Jojo, that's okay. Go ahead, pick one.
Buy fives, 200.
Okay, 45.
4.
Oh, so close, Jojo, so close. So close. All right. I'm not gonna say one thing or another. Let's let Marlacia do one and we'll see. Okay, Marlacia, pick one.
Random mix, 100.
Okay. Marlacia.
Once.
Say Marlacia. All right. So I think Marlacia's got it. Marlacia, good job. Jojo, 40. 40. Okay. That was so close. All right. Good job. Good job, you guys. Nicely done. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay. How much time we have? We have about 20 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna do is if you guys can meet me back in Canvas, and I need to maybe let me get to the right place here. Hold on. Sorry, I'm still waiting on my computer. Okay, give me a second. I had a, no, come on, computer. Okay. Okay, refresh your Canvas screen, por favor. And once you refresh it, scroll down to the bottom of Unit 8. And you should see some practice for this vocabulary. Okay, give me a thumbs up if y'all can see my screen or your screen. Yes. Okay, thank you, Brooke. Marlasia, you good? Joe? Alrighty, so you should have in Desafío 3 vocabulary slides, the large number slides, and then you have 3 practices here. One of these, this last one, involves a reading, a short reading. Is it that one? No. Anyway, here's your words. All you have to do is decide which word fits the picture best. Okay. And you can use the image, that I had projected to you guys earlier. It's posted in the module. This one, Geografía Política. Here you are helping choose the terms in order from the largest to the smallest. So let me make sure y'all understand what I mean here. I'll give you the example in English. The United States, right? Then a state, then a county, then a city, then a town. Are y'all with me? Jojo, you with me on this, Brooklyn? Yeah? Right? So you rank these from largest to smallest. Okay? And then the other one, and I realize I'm going backward, but my computer's being silly. So then we had números. You just read the word, match it up. Easy peasy. Okay? You got all the resources you need. Let me know if you have a question. If you use your time well, you should be able to get them finished before you get out of here today. Mm. Alicia, I need help finding something? Okay. Yeah, so if you think about the United States, Brooklyn, think about the biggest area would be the entire United States, right? And then a state, and then a county, and then a city, and then a town. Does that make sense? Okay. Hey, Jojo, you making progress? Don't forget, you guys, on those map things, there's that map on that slide, and that's in Canvas too. Can I help, Jojo? Okay, good job. Did all three? Joe, you did all three? I didn't notice where you were. Just reminding you that there's three. Okay, Brooklyn, you need help with those images? Let me know. Good job, Joe. You are on fire this Monday morning. So you guys, we have about 2 minutes. So again, if you are working on that one that has the images of the political geography, and you're not sure what the images are pointing to, let me know and I can help you. Yes. Yes, Brooke. So number 2 would be a city then, right? If Santiago de Chile is the capital. Yeah. And you know what's up? What else is weird, you guys? One last thing before you depart. It's La Ciudad, and which ends in a D, yeah, and La Capital, which ends in a L. So they don't follow the normal gender pattern either. If you've noticed, this whole section and all the words about the universe and that, they don't follow the normal gender. Okay, adios. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. I hope you heard me about the gender pattern thing. I hope you weren't frozen. But nos vemos miércoles. See you Wednesday, right, you guys? Adios a todos. Have a great day.